Hi guys. Oh my gosh, the vibes today, whew, really powerful. So I just lit my candles next to my Buddha, and I lit my incense over there on my dresser. You probably can't see it, but I lit some incense. I did open so the way my house is built, like my spirit room is right here in the front of the house. So I opened the window like just a tiny little crack so that the incense smoke has somewhere to go. And then I have one of the windows open. Well, I have a lot of windows open in the house, but I have one of them open in my bedroom so that the air, if the smoke goes that way, it has somewhere to go to. Because incense smoke, as much as I love it, it does kind of irritate my sinuses after a while. So I have to make sure I have like ventilation happening. So anyways, you guys didn't need to know all those details, but I thought I would share it. So the vibe today is Cancer moon. We have a full moon in Cancer. The moon is officially full, I think, in like maybe another hour or two. I think it happens like around 3:30 this afternoon, at least Pacific Standard Time. So that's kind of cool because it's literally almost that time. But I thought it would be fun to film a video. So I was kind of like juggling two different ideas. I was like, should I film a YouTube video or should I just go live on my Instagram and, you know, maybe do some free readings or whatever. And I told myself, I'm gonna just go and film a video instead so that you guys can watch this at your own time. I will be pulling cards for the collective, so you'll get a little bit of a reading from me, but I'm not gonna do like massive free readings for everybody because I want to conceal this energy that I have. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath because I was like opening windows. So I have a past life regression, my very first one, coming up on Wednesday. It's with the whole group, that like the Sacred Muse members, which is it's a monthly subscription that I pay for, and it's a group of you know, a bunch of people. And so it's going to be in a group setting. So I don't know how powerful this regression is going to be, but I'm hoping to have some kind of experience from this. And part of the regression, to me, I feel is I need to kind of conserve my energy to be able to fully enjoy the experience. So I was like, I better not burn myself out doing a bunch of readings. I have one one-on-one session booked the day of, like Wednesday, but it's not till it gives me like a few hours between the session and the regression. So I think it'll be fine. But other than that, I wanted to just kind of really take my time, give myself the day, like this full moon, to just be and exist. It's a Cancer full moon. I don't know if I said that earlier, but Cancer full moon is actually my natal full moon. So when not natal full moon, but natal moon, when I was born, my moon sign is in Cancer. So having a full moon in Cancer, the vibes are just like double the energy. It's just super, super powerful and super strong. And, it's kind of like, you think of like the essence of what a Cancer is, and it's kind of like 10 times that experience. So it's a very emotional moon for me. It's been a super highly sensitive moon. I've already been like, even like a couple days prior, I've been experiencing like message from spirit. I've been experiencing messages from my loved ones in spirit. Just little subtle things that if you're not tuned in, you're gonna miss it. So I'm really just enjoying the magic of the day. And we're having some rain, which I love. So the clouds have been rolling in, and my mom texted me and she said that it actually started to rain over where she lives. So we're supposed to be getting some rain this afternoon. And then we're supposed to get a lot of rain tonight. So I'm really looking forward to just having like an evening with rain and the noise of it and stuff. So that's what's going on with me. Let me light a candle I just like to set that intention. So if you're watching this video and you're just kind of, you know, chilling and you're just hanging out, if I'm in the background, cool. But if you're watching it, really just watching it and tuning in, just tune in with me real quick so we can set some space, open sacred space, because I do want to pull some cards for all of us. So just get comfortable wherever you're at. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to the center of your being, your heart, your sacral, your solar, your throat, all of your chakras. And I want you to imagine your heart space, or if you're feeling called to do the belly or your throat, wherever you feel called, I want you to imagine those spaces opening up, like little doors opening up, right? And bring yourself to a place of receiving message for this full moon. And if you have a question that comes up in mind that you want to receive some answers or guidance from, bring that up in your mind. So I'm going to go ahead and quietly just think of my own. Okay. So Spirit, as I light this candle symbolizes my sacred space of love, light, and positivity. No harm, no negativity can come through. When this candle is lit, it symbolizes that we are in session. When the candle is blown out, it symbolizes that the session is closed. Okay, you guys, so collectively, let's close our eyes again. Take in a deep breath in and out. Allowing your body to relax, your shoulders dropping. Relax your body. Opening yourselves up to receiving message. And one more time, breathe in and out. Beautiful. Lots of purples coming up to me for you guys. So seeing purple is my sign for the higher chakras, obviously, but it's also my sign for psychic awareness, intuition, right? Faith-based is also a term that's coming up for me right now for some of you. So there's a lot of need for trust, trusting what's happening is meant to be. Some of you, there's a lot of faith-based questions, or to me, I'm seeing it as like fulfillment of your foundation is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So to me, it's kind of like filling the voids with your faith. That kind of aligns with me. Opening up to opportunity. Some of you guys are definitely going to see some doors opening for you. So if you're in this like state right now of waiting, I feel like February is going to hold an opportunity for a couple of you. So hold out. I know February is not that long away, you guys. It's less than 2 weeks away. When we're looking at the essence of this full moon, what else, Spirit? Cry out the heartache. Console from within. One breath at a time. Beautiful, Spirit. So I'm going to pull from the Surrender deck. I don't know if I'm going to do tarot. I feel like this energy is very soft. So let's stick with some oracle cards. So I'm going to pull from my Surrender deck. So this is going to give you guys an idea of things to let go of this full moon. So tonight, today, tomorrow, for the next week, up until the following, the next major moon phase, which is obviously the new moon, which will happen in about 2 weeks. So what do we need to surrender to? Whoop, there we go. We already got one that fell out. What do we need to surrender to? Surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So if this is calling to you, and you'll know if it is because you're going to feel that pull towards it, you're surrendering this full moon to letting things go with the flow, letting things flow as they are meant to. And I feel this message is for me because I just saw 144. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So letting things be as is, letting things happen as they are meant to, letting things exist and not having to control outcomes or even not having to control the process. Okay. Let me pull an animal card to go, to piggyback off of that. So if you feel called to that message, if you're like, man, I needed to hear that, this is going to be for you. The Nightingale spirit, love is all around. So you don't have to control the outcomes, and you don't have to worry about the process of things. Let people do their job. That's one thing. Let people do their job. Let people do what they need to do, right? Let your parents do what they need to do. Let your coworkers need to do what they do. You don't have to have to put your say into every little thing, right? Let it go as it's supposed to go. Trust the outcome will be what it is meant to be for you. And love is all around. Support. Love from your spirit, right? From God, your guides, your loved ones in spirit. Love is all around you, and you're not as alone as you think you are. That's a big one for me. You're not as alone. And I kind of love too, it's a nightingale spirit. It's a bird. If you guys follow my Instagram, birds are very important to me, especially the hummingbirds. But birds in general, the tune, listen to the birds chirping, right? If bird is a spirit sign for you, then that's a message for you. And look at the card number. It's 41. And you guys know my angel numbers. The ones lately that have been all around me have been different increments of 1s and 4s. So that's big for me. Okay, let's pull another one, Spirit. For my viewers who are watching, what is something else that they need to surrender? What is something else that they need to surrender? Surrender your ego. Wow. Surrender to your ego, right? If you're not following your heart, if you're not trusting your intuition, you're kind of going with what your mind is telling you. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So if you are not listening to your heart and you're not making decisions, or you are not acting or living your life based off of your heart, you're following your mind. And yes, your mind, your thoughts can lead you to good things. I'm not saying it doesn't. It's rational thinking. It's being, critical, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you are refusing to listen to your heart, you're not always following your purpose, or you're not always following your gut instincts. And you will notice that when you don't do that, you're uncomfortable. You feel like just something is bothering you. You feel like it's not finished. You feel like you're not, you may be thinking you're doing your purpose, but you're not fully happy. So let's see the animal card that kind of piggybacks off that message for some of you guys. It's very, very hard to just trust in your heart. I know. But when you really do, amazing things come out of it. So we have number 13, the cat spirit. And that says, claim your independence. So those of you guys who are not following your heart and you know it, Is it because you're afraid of what other people would think? Is it because you're afraid of disrupting or making someone unhappy? So are you living from your ego because you know that's just easier than it is to follow your heart? Are you giving in to fears? The cat spirit with the message of claim your independence. When you live in your full independence and in your truth, you usually are following your heart, regardless of if it's going to disappoint others or make someone mad or uncomfortable, right? I love that. It's number 13, and in tarot, number 13 is the Death card. And the Death card is all about changes and transformation, right? The Death card is about things dying or leaving or exiting our life for some new beginnings to happen. So if you're resonating with that, if you feel triggered by that with what I'm saying, if you are afraid to follow your heart because of other people, which I'm the same way. I know that feeling. You're not independent. You're dependent on those people. You're dependent on those people to make you validate yourself. And it's not always right. So, wow. Powerful messages. Standing in your truth is so important, you guys. So important. I feel called to pull one more. So this is for any of you guys who didn't resonate with either of those two messages. And maybe you won't resonate with any of these messages. And if you don't, that's totally fine. These weren't just not meant for you. But I do feel called to pull one more card. So let's see. So this is from my crystal deck. Oh, we got two cards. Okay. So we have Shugalite, own your divine power. Replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. So this kind of piggybacks off that previous message. You do not need to always people please. You do not need to always do and live your life based off of other people's happiness and comfort, right? And Sapphire, easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. So stop being hard on yourself. Stop being hard on yourself. Take care of yourself. I always tell my husband this all the time because he will work real hard. He's a Capricorn rising, so he will work very hard. But I often have to be the one to tell him to slow down. Take a break. You do not need to do this right now. Go take a nap, right? So if you're one of those people that's always go, like you feel like you cannot rest because other people are going, what are they going to think of me if I rest? What is work going to think if I call out sick today because I don't feel good? You're not listening to yourself and your body and how you feel. So if you know that that's you, this full moon, I was going to call it a new moon, but this full moon today, take it easy. Okay. We have a weekend coming up. What day are we at? Monday? Oh, we don't have one coming up yet. We're almost a whole week away. I forget what day of the week it is sometimes. But we have a full week, work week for some of you, right? So if you know you're running on empty or you're running on fumes, go to bed early, get some extra rest, take a shower, take a bath, cleanse, pull a card for yourself, self-care, go buy yourself something sweet and nice, treat yourself to your favorite meal. That's what I'm doing today. Do an act of self-care, but also give yourself a break. Sleep in. My husband let me sleep in this morning. It was the best thing ever. Sleep in. Take a day off from work if you can. If you can't, devote time to yourself at night when you come home from work. Don't be on your phone, right? Curl up on the couch with a blanket. Watch a movie. Spend time with someone who makes you laugh, who you don't feel like you have to, put on a face and a mask for. Be gentle with yourself. So beautiful messages. I hope that these talked to you guys. Thank you for just letting me hold space for you guys. Take care, and I will see you guys later. Bye, my loves.